going on, folks? Today we're going to talk about the ability to take a simple drop and create a little bit kind of a better version of it. So it's going to be a really short video, hopefully, but it's going to talk about a specific thing you can do to make your drop just pop. So as you may know from my prior videos, I was working on this one song, and this was the drop that was created with that song. Right, so that was a pretty basic drop. I mean, I was just trying to put something in there as a placeholder to figure out what else to do next. But so what I realized was after I created those, that I kind of kept going back and forth on what to put there. So I experimented a lot, and it's taken me like a week. So hopefully it'll get faster as I get better at this. But so the idea here was I took the same exact notes and placed it into different instruments. So for example, if I expanded all this out, so you see all these little colored boxes here. They're basically different instruments, and they're playing the same exact notes. And what I'm doing is, so this is what you're seeing right now is a project file that's I'm using this to mix, right? So I've rendered everything out into WAV files. So I don't. There's another project file with the MIDI information. So what I did was I took the original MIDI information, right, and I copied it over to different tracks, and I chose different type of synths that I liked, that I wanted to hear, and I wanted to see what I could do with that. So let me solo one of these. So let's see this one. So let me solo another one. So on and so forth, right? You get the idea. So I basically went with whatever sounds that I found interesting, and I played the same exact thing. So I had the same exact MIDI file laid out over here, and I just rendered them all out. Once I did that, I chopped them up into these little short pieces. So I literally went in there and pressed on a Mac, it's Command E to chop that up, to split. It's right here, edit and split. I think it's somewhere here. I don't know where it is exactly on here, but that's how you split a track here, where you just go in and just type Command E and it'll split that. So I did a bunch of these chops, and I kind of started muting these in different areas to see. I didn't want them to all be playing at the same time. I wanted some of them to come in very, like a little bit. So try to make some type of a drop where when you hear it, you're not just immensely like bored by it in the next minute, right? So for example, like if I turned all these on at the same time and the drop starts, I mean, you'll be hanging in there for a second, but then you may just be like, oh, okay, I've heard the drop now. But if I kind of varied things, if I put, turn things on and off, even though it's the same thing playing, I could maybe hopefully get some type of a better drop, right? So that was the idea. So I also added some sound effects, like, for example, this guy. I love this sound. I mean, it's just like a kind of a horn thing, it's like just bass. So yeah, and that's what I did. And so let's hear what it sounds like now. I'm gonna just unsolo everything. Yeah, that should work. So let's see. So that was the drop so far. So by no means if that's fine. That is, I'm not sure if that's the final drop, but that's what it is right now. And I might change it a little bit, but I think that's the core of what I'm gonna be wanting to sort of kind of keep here. So it's a little bit more exciting than the plain vanilla thing, right, that we started with. So just a FYI there. So all I did was take the MIDI information, put into different tracks, and select the sounds that I liked, and then render them all out, and then muted certain portions of it here and there to create some type of a drop, which uses the same information, same MIDI information, but uses different instruments. I also went ahead and did things like added some kind of percussive instruments which kind of captures your ear. For example, this little thing here, right? So when you actually play that, right? So you can kind of hear that, how that kind of just adds a little bit of a pepper into the whole mix. All right, that was a quick little thing, and I'll be releasing this track soon. I need to get it mastered, and then it'll be up on SoundCloud. Thank you very much. See you later.